Hello, my friends, and welcome to Douglas on Trading. All right, guys, we've got a sensitive topic today. We're going to be talking about trend lines and the reason they do not work, even though they are so darn popular. All right, the first thing that we're going to need to do is draw out our chart. Now, the thing about trend lines is they always look pretty when you see them on the chart. When you see some guy teaching it, they're going to draw a line maybe like right here. They're going to draw another one down here. That looks nice. Yeah, I like that. Then we're going to draw one up here, move that down, draw it down here. Oh, that fits real nice. Then we're going to go through and we're going to mark some trades. You should have just taken that trade right there, obviously. And probably taken that one. That would have been a winner. Take this third one over here, and then the money just falls from the sky. Easy peasy, no problem there. But for some reason, when you try it, it just doesn't work. You can't make any money, and you can't figure out why. Well, we're going to talk about the problem with trend lines and why you don't make money. And we've got to clear this chart out here. Let's get this stuff off of here. There we go. All right. Problem number one. Trend lines are very easy in hindsight, but they are hard to draw in real time. Problem number two. There are no rules on drawing a trend line. Do you start from the tip wicks? Do you start from the closes? Do you start from the top? Do you start from the bottom? Problem number three. Trend lines show you where to trade, but not where not to trade. And what I mean by that is when it touches the trend line, you know that that's where you're supposed to go long or short. But what you're not looking at on the after effects of a chart that's already been drawn with trend lines is you're not looking at all the places where it broke through the trend line, and they just ignore that. Those are the places where you're not supposed to trade, but there was really no way for you to know if it was going to actually bounce off that trend line or it's going to break through it. Problem number four. When it does break through the trend line or work on the trend line, whichever one it happens to be, it gives you no reason for success or failure. The only thing you know is the trend line held or the trend line didn't hold. But why? Why did it hold? And why did it break through on the next time? Or every time that you decide to pull the trigger, it seems to fail, but every time you don't, it seems to go through. That's the problem. And then you go back and you kill yourself thinking you missed something. You must have drawn the trend line in the wrong area. Well, I got news for you, man. Markets don't work based on trend lines. They work on buying and selling. They work on supply and demand. So let's draw this trend line back here again so we can see what I'm talking about. So it's easy to see that after the fact. You know where to trade, you know where not to trade. But why didn't you draw it at this angle here? You didn't know what was coming after it. So this would have been what you thought was your trend line. Maybe you take that trade, and it works out, but you take this trade, and it doesn't work out. Boom. Comes back, hits your stop, and then it moves on down. This is one of the problems with trend lines. Easy in hindsight, hard in real time. Let's mark out that bad trade there. All right, let's take a look at this previous guy. If you remember this one from the beginning, let's mark that good trade there. Easy, right? But what about this trade up here? Why didn't that one work? No reason, just didn't. Let's mark him out. He's no good. You lost on that one. And after all, why wasn't it drawn up here off these closes instead of the wicks? Or maybe that's not the right angle either. Maybe that was the correct angle. You had a break and a new high, and then that's why your trend line didn't work out previously. Why wasn't it at this angle down here off the bottom of the wick? It's hard to know. So here's the problem, man. If you're drawing trend lines, if you're surviving just on those, you're going to be confused all of the time. You're going to be wondering, Why didn't this trend line hold up? Did I draw it wrong? Did I draw it right? And then when you see the end of the day chart, where all the trend lines are drawn perfectly, you're going to say, of course, if I had just drawn them properly, I would have been good. And then you'll continue on your trend line game until the day that you start getting angry because these things just don't work. You thought you were going to learn them. You thought you were going to figure it out. But for some reason you can't. It seems so easy to draw a trend line on the chart. You see the charts when they're done with the day. Everything's perfect. You just should have got in here, got in there, no problem, making all the bank. But for some reason you just can't do it. You can't be that dumb, can you? Well, here's the deal. You're going to be angry until the day you finally give up on trend lines. You're going to forget all about trend lines. You're going to erase them from your mind. And then that's the day that your trading will get better. And you're going to realize, hey man, trend lines just don't work. That's the only reason. That's the only reason why I couldn't figure it out. It wasn't because I'm dumb. It wasn't because I don't know how to draw a line on a chart. I figured that out probably in kindergarten. The problem's not with me. It's that trend lines don't work. Hey guys, if you like this video, please remember to hit that like button. I need your help. I need your likes. Of course, if you hated it, man, give it that thumbs down. But if you liked it, come on, subscribe. Let's do this. Let's do this. Subscribe. Let's get better at trading. Here's the deal. I'm going to explore how to trade without trend lines. I'm not going to promise you anything. I'm not going to promise you it's going to work out or that we're going to start making big bank. But we're definitely going to get better than we were. Thank you guys. Happy trading. Take care of yourselves.